Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons, and today's problem is the ability to detect the beta test of PTC is encoded by the dominant allele T for the PTC gene if the individuals from a large randomly breeding population are sampled and it is found that 22.7% of the population are non-testers. What percentage of population is homozygous dominant for the PTC tester gene? And as usual, I recommend you to pause video here, try to solve this problem on your own first, and when you would be ready you can run video again and you can compare your answer with my answer and explanation. In order to solve this problem, everything you have to know is just Hardy-Weinberg formula or equilibrium. So in this formula, frequencies of three genotypes that can be made by two alleles would equal to p squared plus 2pq plus q squared, and when we add all these three genotypes, their frequency, we are going to get 1. And in all our calculations, we do all our calculations on the scale between 0 and 1. And if we have some information represented in percentage form, which is usually between 0 and 100%, it is easy to convert one numbers, say percentage in this scale or back just by dividing by 100 or multiplying by 100. P squared stands in our formula for homozygous dominant genotype, 2pq stands for the heterozygous genotype, and q squared stands for the homozygous recessive genotype. And as you see, we have here only P and Q alleles. So basically only P and Q. So P plus Q would equal to 1 or to 100%. So I will put percents here. And P in our formula stands for the dominant allele T, and Q stands for the recessive allele T. As you see, these three genotypes is made by only two types of allele, dominant allele and recessive allele. And these two alleles, if we add them together, would make 1 or 100%. So now let's return to our problem again. The ability to detect the beta test is encoded by dominant allele. So that means that people who are non-testers, and which make group of people which is 22.7%, would be homozygous recessive. So these people would make 22.7%. And if we do all our calculations on this scale, that means that frequency of this genotype would be 0.227. And if we know frequency of the q squared, we can find frequency of the q. So if q squared equals to 0.227, then q would equal square root of this number, 0.227, which equals to 0.476. If we now know frequency q, we can find frequency p. So if frequency q is 0.476, we can say that frequency p would be 1 minus this number, or 0.524. If we add these two numbers, we are going to get 1. So now we know the frequency of the dominant allele, now we know frequency of the recessive allele, and now it is easy to find frequency of the homozygous dominant genotype, we just have to multiply this number by itself. So we know frequency dominant allele T, and in order to find frequency of the genotype that is TT, you can put multiplication sign here. So we have to multiply this number by itself. So 0.52.4 squared would equal to 0.274. And this is going to be our answer today. We have found the frequency of the homozygous dominant genotype in this population, so we can put frequency here 0.274. And now, as you see, if we know frequency of the homozygous recessive genotype, if we know frequency of the homozygous dominant genotype, it is easy to find frequency of the heterozygous genotype. So we can put plus sign here, and 1 here. So we just have to add this number to this number and deduct from 1. This is how we can find frequency of the heterozygous genotype, or we just can use numbers that we got P and Q, so 2 multiplied by number P and multiplied by number Q. So 2 ways how to find heterozygous genotype frequency. And if we need an answer in percentage form, we just have to multiply this number by 100, and or we can just move this decimal point 2 places to the right, and this is going to be an answer in percentage form. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please write your comments, questions if you have any. Share this video with your classmates, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.